Carlos Slim Fast Facts. Here's a look at the life of Mexico's richest man, businessman and investor Carlos Slim. Personal birth date: January 28, 1940. Birthplace: Mexico City, Mexico. Birth name: Carlos Slim. Helú. Father: Julián Slim Haddad, real estate investor. Mother: Linda Helú. Atta. Marriage: Soumaya. Domit. Gemayel, 1966 to 1999. Her death. Children: Carlos, Marco Antonio, Patrick, Soumaya, Vanessa, Johanna. Education: Universidad Nacional, Autonoma de Mexico, 1961. Other facts: nicknamed El Ingeniero, the engineer. His father was a Lebanese immigrant, as were his maternal grandparents. His father died when he was 13. Bought shares of the Banco Nacional de Mexico at 12. Is a huge baseball fan. Has been criticized for monopolizing markets in Mexico. Founded the Telmex Foundation, Carlos Slim Foundation and Historic Center of Mexico City Foundation. Timeline: 1965. Acquires a bottling company, Jarritos del Sur, and incorporates a stock brokerage, Inversora Versatile. Also establishes real estate, construction and mining companies. January 1966. Incorporates his real estate company, Inmobiliaria Carso. 1970s to 1980s. Expands and diversifies his holdings in real estate, industry and commercial enterprises. 1980. Slim combines all of his business interests into Grupo Gales, known today as Grupo Carso. 1982. During Mexico's financial crisis, Grupo Carso acquires the controlling interest in dozens of companies. 1990. Grupo Carso goes public and its companies merge. Grupo Carso acquires Telmex, the newly denationalized telecommunications monopoly, in a venture with Southwestern Bell France Telecom and several Mexican investors. Carso Global Telecom is created as Telmex's holding company. Slim also acquires mobile telecom company Radio Móvil Dipsa, a subsidiary of Telmex, and renames it Telcel. 1994. Founds Museo Soumaya, a non-profit art museum named after his wife. March 14, 1994. Slim's cousin, financier Harp Helú, is kidnapped. The billionaire is released in June after the family agrees to pay an undisclosed amount, which may have been an almost $30 million ransom. 1995. Founds the Telmex Foundation. 1996. Grupo Carso splits into Carso Global Telecom, Grupo Carso and Inver Corporation. 1997. Purchases Mexico's arm of Sears Roebuck. Telmex USA begins operation. 1997. Slim undergoes successful open heart surgery. Begins handing over day-to-day operations of his businesses to his children. 2000. Acquires the ailing Compusa for nearly $800 million. 2005. After acquiring a 13% stake in MCI, Slim sells off stake to Verizon Communications Corporation for $1.1 billion. March 2007. Slim pledges $6 billion to his charitable foundations. May 2007. Founds the Carlos Slim Health Institute, a non-profit that aims to make healthcare affordable and accessible in Latin America through his Carlos Slim Foundation. December 2007. Unable to turn Compusa around, Slim sells it to a restructuring firm. The retailer shuts down most of its stores, and its remaining assets are sold off. 2008 to 2009. Buys a nearly 7% stake in the New York Times and invests $250 million into the company via a 6-year lending agreement. 2011. Opens a new Museo Soumaya facility in Mexico City. The museum is designed by Slim's son-in-law, architect Fernando Romero. July 2014. While attending a business conference, Slim proposes the idea of an 11-hour per day, 33-hour work week. He says the 3-day work week would improve quality of life. January 14, 2015. Slim exercises warrants to acquire 16 million more shares of the New York Times, making him the company's largest individual shareholder, with an almost 17% stake. June 2015. Slim's TV production studio, Aura TV, drops a partnership on a project with Donald Trump after Trump says in his presidential campaign launch that some Mexicans crossing the border into the United States are rapists. January 18, 2017. Slim announces plans to launch Nuestra Vision, a television channel tailored to Mexicans living in the United States. January 27, 2017. Slim offers to help Mexico negotiate with U.S. President Donald Trump after seeing the national response Mexico has had in facing the new U.S. government. The billionaire praises Trump's negotiation skills and says the U.S. president wants to transform the United States and there will to be positive changes for those in Mexico. October 2018 Mexican President-elect Andrés Manuel says that he will halt construction of the partially built New Mexico City airport. Slim is a top investor in the $13 billion project, which was rejected in a referendum. Click subscribe to receive the latest news.